Hello Capricorn, welcome to your dancehall career reading. Now if I seem strange in this reading, it's because I'm experiencing blood vision, okay? Somebody administered their dream potion to me and it's just been having some stupid effects on me. It started since yesterday. The thing is, people make up these dream potions so that they can invade people's sleep state. But it's like they don't care what the effects of these things are. It's like they never use them themselves, so they don't know how it make the belly hurt. They don't know how it creates an overproduction of gas within the system. They don't know how it rottens the teeth. They don't know how it blurs your vision. They don't know how sometimes it make your nose bleed. They don't know. Let's see what God wants to tell you about your dancehall career, okay? One more time. I pray that everybody who administer these stupid dream potions to me without due diligence experience all the symptoms that they cause. All the rotten teeth, the belly hurting, the stinky farts, the fucking black warts all over my bumbleclot skin, all them thing there. Infected blood, deteriorating bowels, inflammation in the joints because the mucus is trying to get rid of all this stuff. So the body produces more mucus than it usually would, which causes problems. I pray that they get everything. They need to do their due diligence. Or else what you put out, take it back. So the first message God has for you, Capricorn, is if you believe, the underlying issue is recovery. So if you believe that you will recover your dancehall career, it will happen. It all starts with you having that thought. It all starts with you Having that firm belief that my journey is not over. I don't want it to be over. Okay? I want recovery. Now, I do suggest that you not try to remake the past. Let the past be the past. Let your past successes be their past selves. Do not try to duplicate that. Come with who you are in this time, because time has passed since you've made your stamp on the world. Okay? And it's not about going backward, it's about going forward. So a lot of things has happened to you, a lot of your perceptions have changed. Okay, so allow that creativity to flow through you. Okay, so you can get back out there and do what you love. If you believe, you'll have recovery. You have to take action and be assertive. So don't be wishy-washy about it. If you meet up on a stumbling block, don't let it divert you. Don't make it start making you doubt yourself and what you can accomplish, because God already told you, if you believe. It's up to you. So how strong is your mind? How strong is your will? How much do you want it? Are you willing to do what it takes to revive your career in these times? Okay. So these are questions that you need to ask yourself. So that's the first thing that God wants you to be aware of. If you believe you can do it, then you will. Because positive thoughts, they encourage positive actions. These positive actions result in positive things. So you have to keep your mind and your vibration high so that you're willing to put in the work that it takes, because there will be blockages. Naturally, in anything in life, there's always stumbling blocks and blockages. When you meet up on these things, are you going to quit, or are you going to pray for clarity on the way forward? It's up to you. Okay, that's the first thing God wants to highlight to you. And can I just say as well, if you choose to revive your career, start getting fit from now, because without our health being in proper order, we're mostly unable to accomplish things. So start walking more, start maybe running more. It don't matter how old you are, be active. We get old when we stop being active. Okay? We don't get old and then stop being active. We get old because we stop being active. Because especially coming from Jamaica, you know, people who are 80, 90 years old that go into the bushes and take care of their animals and plant their food and whatnot. We don't know about this looking old and frail at 80 and them thing there. Our people live for much longer than this and in good condition, and we can do even better than them. As greater condition that they manage to maintain for themselves, we can do better if we put in more effort. So age is not an issue. Do what you love and take care of yourself, and yourself will take care of you. Like, how come some people die at 60 and some people live all when they're 112 and 120 and all these things? Life goes on. And we don't need to be looking like prunes when we're 120. We could be 120 and look like this. It's for us to keep the body moving. Keep your face moving. Keep your throat moving so you don't get all wrinkly underneath here. Exercise. Wrinkles come when the muscles get too relaxed. That's what makes wrinkles come. Because no matter how old you are, you can have wrinkled skin. I've seen that myself, and it comes from inactivity. So don't watch your age. Express yourself and take care of yourself. If you believe, you can have it. Let's see what God's next message to you is. Four more times. Hang on, coming right back. Okay. So God says, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So this is about your career. So to recapture your career, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. That's what I'm telling you. That's exactly what I said just now. What do you do when you allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine? You do silly things like, well, when I say silly things, yeah, you do silly things. Like you have silly fun and you keep active. You do things like riding bike, going swimming, going to play cricket, football, you know, you climb trees and pick things. Just continue to live and like not take life so seriously, because right now we're living in very serious times. If you have social media account, it has the power to make you upset, okay, depending on who you have subscribed to. It determines what comes up in your news feed, and when we see things, seeing things invoke emotions within us. They can either invoke happy emotions or stressful ones. So it's for you to stay more on the positive side. So if you're attached to your social media, I'm upset, Capricorn. I'm sorry. Seriously, look at my teeth. Missing teeth. Missing teeth. Missing teeth. And look at my teeth. They're beautiful and white. They're clean. They're well taken care of. So why would something like that happen? It's not a good look. But it's because all these dream potions, because I have this gift, and well, before people were messing with me because I was dealing with somebody, man. That's how it started. But then the secret society was after me first. Okay, this somebody, the man's somebody. She's also a part of this secret society, and I was on the rise to my purpose where I am now, and they didn't like my bravery and blah 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 blah. So they tried to teach me a lesson. But now that I've come into my power and I'm expressing myself as an oracle, people want to talk to me. So this morning I woke up speaking to a couple. So I'm doing fucking a couple's meeting in my dream. And I feel that that's whose potion. I had like 2 dreams this morning. Usually when I go to sleep, I can't go to sleep and not have a rascal dream. Somebody always has summoned me spirit. Always. And when how they do it, they put these dream potions in my food, and when I consume them, they give me all these different symptoms. And it burned the outside of my lip. Okay, wherever the food touch, it burned there. So I know I've been hit. Then it burned the back of my throat because it's touching me, going down. I can feel it. So my neck have like black spots where my body's been fighting. And my chest here where the stomach area is, where it sits there, all them part they have black spots, and it's annoying. It's like they want to talk to me, but they don't even use their own dream potions to see what the effects are. They're just doing what they're doing to me, and they don't care as long as they get what they want from me. So I'm upset. My spirit is moved this morning negatively. I'm very upset. I've suffered enough. They've ruined my body enough. I take care of myself. So if they're not gonna check them freaking portions before they give it to people and fuck up people's body and people outer body and internal organs and stuff like that, you could imagine the pressure that my liver, my kidneys and whatnot is under, trying to clean my body from these toxins, basically, because they're not having a positive effect on my body. It's having a negative effect on my body. So my body is always being overworked. I'm upset. But yeah, sorry for doing this in your reading, but if they won't stop doing it to me, then I pray that they get every symptom that they've caused me to endure as well. Every effect that it's had on my body. All those who give me their dream potions so that they can come in and summon my spirit to get answers and clarity, or to plant shit in my mind and just affect my life or their life however they want to. I pray that they feel my pain. They experience the things that they're causing me to experience. It's as simple as that. So anyway, yeah, just say playfulness. To recapture your career, just allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, yeah? So learn to have fun again. Alright? The underlying issue is getting to know each other. It says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So who is God talking about? God could be talking about you actually getting to know yourself. So this is between your old self and who you are now. Because whoever you were before, you're not who you are now. Because as life goes by and we experience things, it changes our perception of life. It changes our perception of things. It changes our character altogether. Okay, so get to know yourself and who you are now. Get to know the industry and what is going on now. Get to know the world and what is going on now, and let your creativity reflect the world around you now, so that way you don't repeat the past. Okay, because whatever we used to go through in the past, we don't really, there's a lot of things that has changed drastically. Some things are still the same, but God is too creative and too versatile for us to be repeating trends. And well, not repeating trends, but especially in music, you've already done certain things. Don't try and recapture what you had in the past. Allow this season of your life to be what it is meant to be. Okay, because it is going to be beautiful. Okay, so allow your new self to emerge, especially if you're not used to being playful and joyous and light-hearted. Allow that part of yourself to come out and see how it changes the way you look at the world, the way you deal with people, the way how people respond to you, and the type of music that you can actually create by being in that mindset. Okay, it's just like an artist who is of a dark mindset. Their paintings are always dark because that's who they are. So your music should be a reflection of you. So who are you? Getting to know each other. Okay, so get to know yourself now, get to know the world around you, and your career will be ascending to a higher level. It says engagement. This is a love deck, so this is why I'm reading it like this. So this is a love deck talking about your love life, but this is a career reading. So I have to interpret it as a career reading because this is the cards that God guided me to. So these are the cards that will most give you the understanding that God is trying to relate to you. Okay? So yeah. So if you get to know yourself more and the world around you and who you are now, who you used to be, compare the two and stuff like that. Just pay attention to yourself and the world around you. Then you can ascend to a higher level. Okay? So we got codependency. It says addictions are affecting your romantic life. But like I said, this is a work reading. So you can read it as addictions are affecting your work life. Let's read on and see what else. Okay, divine timing is at work in your work life. Okay, so God is saying it's good to want it. Yeah, you want to reconcile with what you used to be. And I think that the problem is you're being met with blockages, unrequited love. So it's not about repeating who you used to be. It's about expressing yourself for who you are now. Okay? Or who you're about to become by applying more playfulness to your life. Okay? So to make positive, joyous music, or even serious music, because sometimes the message is better received when it's not so heavy. So even if you're talking about a serious topic and you make the message palatable, like the way how you say it, you could reach more people without upsetting the spirit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can have your career back if you want it, but you have to put in the effort. Are you willing to put in the effort? That is the question. And if you don't know how to go about it, pray. And then trust in God's guidance. Don't just pray and then when things are not going how you are envisioning it in your mind, it make you feel like, oh, I'm wasting my time. I should stop this and go do something else. No. Sometimes God have to pull us backward in order to carry us forward successfully, and in order for us to have staying power. Okay? It's just like, for example, if you want a house. Now, let's say you want a car. Let's make it simple. You want a car. You save and you make the money to buy a car. Alright, so you got the car. But now the car need gas. The car need licensing. The car need insurance. You know what I'm saying? The car need MOT from time to time. So it's not enough to just save the money to get the car. You have to actually have money to maintain the car. And if things go wrong with the car, you know. So God is trying to set you up in such a way that you not only can attain your goal, but maintain your position. Okay, so trust the process. And maintaining our position usually when it comes to a psychological perspective, like in mastering your craft again, it will include learning vital spiritual lessons. And usually God teaches us these lessons by putting us in predicaments and giving us the chance to work out what's the best way to handle this. Okay? Because those lessons are invaluable. Once you learn them, you can take them with you through the rest of your life. So these lessons may come up in your love life and you can make it work in your work life. You understand? It may come up in your family life. You can take it into your work life. It's just lessons that life brings. So if you choose to take this leap forward and God put you in tough spots, it's not because God is trying to break you. It's because God wants you to put your thinking cap on so that you can maneuver yourself through the difficulty. Because once you do that, you will learn very vital lessons. Okay? Because the world is not always an accommodating place. The world is not perfect. So you have to learn like conflict resolution. It's good to know when people are trying to trick you. It's good to know how to ask for things with respect, how to just humble yourself. It's good to know when to walk away from situations or people. It's good to know when to hold on and keep trying. Things like that, okay? And another thing that God could be trying to teach you too is how to have faith, okay? So God will have to solidify its relationship with you so that when God is communicating with you, you can understand the communication and the direction that God is giving you so that you can be successful. Because God is our eyes and ears where we have no eyes and ears. You understand? So that's why it's important to take God's guidance. We can't do it alone. Everybody's working with something or somebody, you know. So God is willing to work with you so you can win. Two more times when we're ready. It's amazing how getting things off your chest can make you feel light and free. I feel better, Capricorn. I feel better. I put my intentions out into the universe and I know that God's will be done. Because fairness is fairness. Alright, so let's see what else God wants to tell you. Capricorn. So God wants to give you the law, first of all. So we got guardian. So God has put a guideline for you. So let me read what the card says. This is the formula that God wants you to follow, okay? So it says, by the Wiccan law ye must. They call it Wiccan law. I guess it has something to do with witches or whatever, but makes sense out of nonsense, okay? Because it's God's law. When you hear it, you're going to say, yeah, it's positive. So it said, by the Wiccan law ye must, in perfect love, in perfect trust. 8 words the Wiccan read fulfill, and ye harm none. Do as ye will. And ever mind the rule of 3, what thee send out comes back to thee. Follow this with mind and heart, and merry ye meet, and merry ye part. Okay? So what this is saying is, do whatever you want, just don't hurt nobody. Okay? So the only rule that you need to abide by is don't hurt anybody. Be as creative as you want, just don't hurt nobody. Okay? And the next part that we need to highlight is, what you put out is what you're going to get back. So if you're willing to put in a lot of work to get your career back on track, you're going to get back a lot of returns. Okay, so if you put out plenty positivity, you're going to get back plenty positivity. If you put out a little bit of positivity, you're going to get back a little bit of positivity. Okay, and the last thing is, merry ye meet and merry ye part. So the same way that you meet people in good energy, make sure when you're leaving them, you leave them with good energy. Why? Because you never know who you're going to need. Just because somebody's leaving your life now, it doesn't mean that's your end of your journey with them. You'll be surprised who you'll meet up 2 years, 3 years from now and what position they will be in. Don't burn bridges. If people and you can't get along, try and leave them in a humble way. You can express yourself, speak your truth, but do not disrespect people. Do not burn bridges, because you never know what position they will be in. Even if they are beneath you, it's not wise. It is counterproductive. Okay? So this is the guide that God wants you to use. Respect others, and the universe will bless you. Because sometimes we're nice to people and they're not nice to us back. But they're not the giver or the taker of anything. God is. So do not watch people and how they treat you. Pay attention to how you treating people. That's most important. They will have to answer for their own actions. You will have to answer for yours. Okay. So the underlying is we got secret and manifestation. So God wants you to know this is the secret to manifesting things. So God is giving you a very important lesson right here, right now. And you didn't have to suffer to get it. It's just being given to you. So what you do with the information will make the difference as to what quality of life you live in the future. You can't say you didn't know. Now you know. So this God said this is the secret to manifestation. This is the secret to manifestation. Ending one cycle and beginning another. You see? Banishing stability. Shadow. It's the shadow energy that banishes our stability. We're actually making magic all day, every day, and we don't know. The way that we treat people, what we do and what we don't do, it determines what quality of life we live. So, you're ending the cycle of your instability. If you choose to abide by these laws, plant good seed and good crop will grow. We got 2 more decks to bring you messages from. Let's see what else God wants to tell you. Excuse me. Four more times. This is all about your stability. At the bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands. You can get your stability back, man. A mystery card there. It's back at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's all about your stability, huh? Oh, that's a mystery card. So the first card we have to come out for you is the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is talking about walking away. Walking away from whatever you're dealing with right now. Where are you going? You're going to new ideas, new inspiration. This is the Ace of Wands. So this talks about feeling inspired, feeling motivated, feeling passion. Passion to be playful, passion to start some new things. Okay? Although it's work, it's still play. Because when you love what you do, your work isn't work at all, really. Yeah, so talking about walking away from whatever is going on right now. So it's like shifting your energy, shifting your mindset, even shifting the people that are around you. If you're around people who are inspiring you in a negative light, use the information and maybe write some songs or put it in your art somehow, but separate yourself. So even if you don't walk away from them physically, know that their thoughts and their beliefs are not yours. Okay? It's about getting to know yourself right now. Okay? So we got the Hermit that talks about going within, introspection, and taking charge. The Emperor. So this is what God wants you to do. Walk away from anything that's not serving your best interest and use your new inspiration. New ideas will come. God wants you to go within your own self and take charge of your situation so that you could bring back stability to your life. Okay? We got the Five of Swords, Nine of Swords. You're worried about your work, Eight of Pentacles. There's no need to worry. You just need to put in that work. Okay? But remember, what you send out will come back to you. So try and do it in a clean way. Okay? People think that they have to walk on others in order to survive in this world. There's enough here for everybody. There's enough creativity for everybody. There's enough space for everybody. There's enough, like they say, your talents will make a way for you in this world. You don't need to cut nobody down in order for you to get built up. You just need to listen to the God within you. God will guide you. And God will guide people away from you that are trying to take your position, because everybody has their rightful position here in life. Nobody can sit in your seat, but it's you to stay on that path so that you go and sit in your own seat. Usually we get diverted from our own path by watching other people and wishing that their life was ours. It's an illusion. You cannot take another person's destiny. So it's either you're living in your purpose and your destiny, or you're wasting time. And while you're not being what you were created to be, your seat is empty. Your place at the table is empty. The world's not hearing your voice. The world is not being able to listen to your music. You're depriving us. And you're depriving yourself because you're not happy. Because you're not living in your purpose. So get on your horse and ride it. Let's see. Yeah, happiness. Look. This is what we want. Celebration, happiness, success, and all these things. You can have it if you believe. So, let's get your last message. So it doesn't make any sense that God give you back your career if you don't have the right spiritual tools or right mental perception for you to maintain your position, or else when you get it back, you're just gonna lose it like that. So go step by step. Don't try to fast forward it, okay? If God want to fast forward you, it's because God know that you're ready. But you don't try to fast forward yourself, because if you even attain your goal, you're gonna lose it quickly, because you don't have what it takes to stay in your position. You understand? So take it slow. If you have to find another job in the meantime while you're working on your creative projects, do that so you can keep bringing in money in your household. Everybody have financial obligations. Don't find shame in it, because at the end of the day, the reason the way how people become great in the first place is because they lived real life around real people. That's where the real creativity is at. It's around the little man and the little woman. These celebrities, they're stuck in a kind of bubble. They're detached from the real world. So the creativity that come from them is inauthentic. It does not connect with the masses, because most people are not millionaires. Most people are not living that high life. You see what I'm saying? So if you want to reach a wide amount of people, it's good to live the life that the majority lives. You know, suffer like them, experience what they experience so you can understand them and understand life itself more. And the more you know, the more you can teach. You see? And who knows who you might meet at this job if you choose to take another job. You never know. God works in mysterious ways. So don't feel ashamed to follow your path. If you see what you need to do, don't let shame stop you. Don't let pride stand in your way. Okay? Don't be ashamed of small beginnings, because you know where you're going. And all the lessons that God wants you to learn, it starts with these humble beginnings. Okay? So the sooner you start your humble beginnings, is the sooner you can attain the bigger things. Just watch how God manifests things for you. And although it says don't treat people bad, don't allow people to treat you bad either. It doesn't mean that you should be a pum pum for nobody. You see me? Stand your ground, but do it respectfully, because you don't have to always be loud and violent to make your point. Okay? Learn to use your words. Learn to communicate. Speak how you feel, and speak any injustice that you see. You know, tell people what they did, how it made you feel, and how you feel like they were wrong. Use your reasoning power. Check. One more time, then we're ready. Oh wow. Okay. So we have contract upheld here. And we also have envy. So God wants you to know, should you choose to regain your position in this world, just expect people to envy you. People gonna be watching you and wanting to drive in your lane. It's only natural. So if you're not ready for the smoke, then maybe you need to walk a different direction. Okay? Yeah. Because a lot of people tend to watch other people and what they got going on, and not study themselves and what they got going on. So God is saying, if you stick to this thing and you achieve success, just expect to be envied. The underlying issue, we got contract breached. Think no evil, leave. Just keeping it humble. Okay? If things don't work out for you, just let it go. Let it go, because it is divine guidance. Because sometimes God tell you exactly what to do, but sometimes God send us here, and when we think we're going here, it's because God wants to send us here up to a certain point and then divert us and send us that way. So when doors close in your face, don't be sad. God is your eyes and ears in places that you don't have any eyes or any ears. Trust God's guidance. If you choose to accept to work with the Most High, God will guide you away from the madness. Okay? But just know that if you go forward with this, you're gonna have problems. But the thing is, no matter what you do in life, people envy you. Anytime that you're making a success of your life, people envy you. So would you want to walk away from your dream, from your purpose, from the thing that makes your heart beat, just because people gonna send challenges your way? I wouldn't. I would hold on to God even more, because God have eyes and ears where we have none. But if you're gonna choose that path, you're gonna have to learn how to listen to the guidance of the divine. Yeah. So you have some decisions to make. It's like, do you want to play or not? No? Yeah. So God says to think no evil and leave when somebody offend you. Because contract breach means some kind of law or some kind of agreement was disrespected. God said, think no evil. So don't even think it. Because remember, everything start with a thought. So God said, don't even think no evil. Just leave it alone. I got this. That's what God said. I got this. And that's admirable. Okay? Just to ignore it. It give you peace of mind, telepathy. Maintain your peace. Look, be kind. And go slow. Just go slow. So don't rush life. Just live your life. Take care of yourself and live your life. Don't rush anything. Listen to the guidance that God is giving you and trust in the process. But first of all, decide what you want to do. Do you want to revive your career or not? And if you choose to revive your career, then stick on that path. God said, don't be wishy-washy. Be assertive. When things get hard, don't run. Walk away, but don't run. Okay? Don't freak out either. Because when you're great, people always target greatness. It comes with the territory. So you have to decide if you really want this. And if you choose to actually want this, stand your ground. Do your do and stand your ground. Okay? They can't take your position, but they can definitely challenge it. They can only take it if you choose to give it. And then it'll still work against them. It's just like if you have a man and a woman in a nice relationship, and you on the outside looking at, I don't know, the opposite sex, whichever you are, you're looking at that person and thinking, ooh, I want a relationship like that. So now you set out to break them up so you can have their partner. When they get with you, it's a hell. Why? Because their energies are made for each other. They complement each other. But your energy, your personality, mixed with theirs is a bother. So you think that you're going to have what they have. But no, because your energy is your energy. So anybody who sits in your destiny, it's going to work against them because they were not built for that. Your destiny is built specifically for you, and all your features, all your characteristics, everything about you is perfectly suited for you. It's your position. So you either claim it and stick with God and let God guide you, or you leave it alone and walk away. Do something more quiet. It's up to you. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, until next time, my dear, you take care of yourself.